What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I have been away for quite some time. What you're watching, if you happen to be watching, is American Truck Simulator. Uh, I'm going to be using ATS and Euro Truck as games that I can play and then talk to you guys in post commentary, because there is no way I can drive a truck and talk at the same time. That's just an impossibility. I can never keep my mind straight. But anyways, I wanna let you guys know that I'm going to be doing sort of review-ish videos using ATS and ETS. Uh, Reviews will be over anything that pops into my mind right now: anime, manga, um, books, whatever. If it's going on in the world, I'll talk about it. If you have a suggestion that you would like to hear my thoughts on, or if you want to discuss with me, um, go ahead and post that in the comments section, and we can start a discussion, and maybe get nowhere. But hey, you know what? Discussion. Um, as you can probably tell by the title of this video, this is going to be over Sword Art Online, episode 1, the very first one. Um, Disclosure: I've seen every episode in all 5 arcs, so I already know what's going to happen. But I wanted to get my thoughts out there on these episodes because the show, it means a lot to me. I really enjoy it. And I hope that I can maybe give reasons for watching it or giving it a shot if you haven't. If at any point during this video you agree with me, or you just want to hit that like button, go right ahead. Subscribe for more videos like this and a few other very, very different videos, which you'll see later on, probably this week. But, uh, dang, I'm rude. Let me go ahead and say happy Monday. I mean, Monday is not usually a happy day. I have that night off, so it's happy for me. So happy Monday. I hope you guys' weekend went great. Let's get into this review. So, Sword Art Online. I've read the manga, and let me tell you, I would have enjoyed it a little bit more if the show started out how the manga starts out. Spoiler alert: the manga starts out like in the middle, like near the end of the first arc, and then it cuts to the beginning. I would have really enjoyed seeing that in the anime. It would have made me a little bit more it would have made it a little bit more anticipated for me. I mean, I enjoyed it through and through, but still, I would have had more anticipation for the next episodes up until that point if I had seen it cut this way. That being said, the way the first episode is cut is really like a setup. You get your. It's like any first episode of any anime. You get your main character, your main protagonist, the main antagonist, which you never see until the very end of the arc. But you get your main protagonist, your main antagonist, and the side characters, which you're only introduced to one side character in this episode, and that's Klein. A little bit more about the characters later. So we start out in Aincrad. Beautifully done floating castle. I loved it. It was very fantastic. Um, and when we get into this world, it seems like something I would like to play myself. Like if I could go into a virtual reality with all the guys from the Sheep and Creeper server and gals. I would like it to look this way. I would like to play this game with my friends. Um, that being said, when we meet Kirito in this game world, he's in a hurry. He's wanting to probably level up fast. Get to playing this game because it's been this game is everything to him. Um, which, by the way, I think he's 14. I think because at the end, after they spent 2 years, he's 16. So I think he's 14. But like any 14-year-old, games is everything. This game is everything to him. He's been waiting for months. Um, and I can relate. uh, but I feel like Kirito's character and Klein's character they fit certain stereotypes, if that's the right word. Kirito, when we meet him, he's shy. He has a lack of self confidence, I think, around people. Uh, he's very much away. Like, he wants to be away from groups and people. He doesn't like being in those type of social situations, and I can relate to that. Having low self esteem and low, well, a certain lack of confidence in myself, I can relate to that, and I guess that's why his character is the way it is for me, and I relate to him a little bit more. But then we meet Klein. Klein is your general, laid back guy who can be serious. If I had to compare him to one of the creepers, I'd have to say he's probably like Matt. Um, like he embodies loyalty. Like, he's very loyal to his friends and very easygoing and easy to talk to. And as soon as you meet him, from the first moment you meet him, you know that this guy is probably going to be your friend for ever. you know. Uh, so we see their interactions together. Klein tries to get Kirito to come meet his friends, say hi, and interact. But Kirito's like, I'll leave that to you. I don't do groups. But then we get into the twist. There's no logout button. Where is the logout button? It's gone. And everybody is teleported back to the town of beginnings on floor 1, where they're told basically you're trapped. This is a game. The logout button's gone. You either beat the game or you die. And by die, I mean you literally die. um, the main antagonist for this first arc is Akihiko Kayaba, and his name, his person, keeps getting brought up throughout all of the arcs. I'm fairly certain. Maybe I'm pretty certain he has something to do with every arc. But Akihiko Kayaba, main antagonist, really smart guy, but like all geniuses, he's crazy. um, Basically, this is his world in his mind. This is his world. He wants it to play out a certain way. He wanted to make a game, an RPG, that you didn't just play. You lived this RPG, like, for real. And I don't know how I would feel about spending 2 years of my life in a video game. I would probably go insane if I didn't have friends and buddies there to you know be with me and fight with me. Um, but I we see later on in episode 2, which we'll get to in the next episode of ATS. Um, we see Kirito interact with another player who will later become a main character, but for the time being, she's a side character. But a little bit more on her in the next episode. Um, right now, I would say if you're going to watch the first episode, watch it with the intention of seeing the rest of the arc. I think the whole arc is 12 episodes long, and it's not horrible. It's not bad. I liked it. It is slow going. There's a lot of filler episodes, just because there's a lot of uh, supporting characters that have to get introduced. And these supporting characters really, other than support, they serve no purpose. But that aside, um, so my review, that's it. I enjoyed the first episode. They have it streaming on Crunchyroll and Netflix, I think. Um, so, what do you guys think? Have you seen the first episode? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? I think it was a good one. I know a lot of people hate the series. The way these videos are going to work for the anime and manga reviews is that I'm going to review episode by episode of the anime, and then as soon as the arc is done, I will do a arc review. Um, so, for example, the first arc is Aincrad. Um, first 12 episodes. After the 12th episode review, I'll give you my review of the entire arc, as well as comparisons with the manga. So, uh, like I said, I hope you guys found this video pretty informational, informative. That's what I meant to say. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.